everyone, today we're going to do an easy and very wearable raccoon look. This fall, as many of you may have heard, animal is really in. Hi everyone, I'm Jean from extrapetite.com, and today I want to share with you guys a easy and wearable smoky eye look. So to keep it simple, I'm just going to use 3 shadows and 3 brushes so anyone can do this. For my 3 shadows, I'm going to use a neutral matte base, an accent color, and then a darker shade like black to smoke it out. For the upcoming fall season, I'm really liking accent colors like burgundy, bronze, hunter green, and purple. Those are all actually very wearable. And today I'm going to be using shadows from this Too Faced shadow palette that I got from a blog friend, Aubrey of Proudly Petite. I'm so glad she introduced me to Too Faced shadows because I love these. I'll talk more about the shades later. As for tools, I'm going to be using a flat shader brush and a small fluffy brush for blending. These are from e.l.f. at eyeslipsface.com, and these are just $1 each. And I've used other brushes, but I keep on coming back to these because they work, they're good, and they're a great value for $1. And lastly, I have this smaller, kind of pointier, denser brush, which I'm going to use to apply my dark shadow. I need this for a more precise application because with my shaky hands, I tend to go all over the place. Before we get started on the eye look, I just want to talk briefly about hair. I get a lot of questions from you guys, and I don't do anything special to my hair. It's super long now, so when I get out of the shower and towel it dry, I will clip up the crown area like this to let it dry and tease it out so that it dries in a poof, so I get a little bit of extra volume. And then with the extra length, I literally just twist it like this into a loose bun, and I secure it with a hair elastic, and I either blow dry it or let it air dry like this. And when I let it out, when all is said and done, I get these loose waves with no curling iron and no styling products. Let's get started now with our eye look. I've gone ahead and already did my face using the same steps as my everyday face video from before. I'm using MAC Select Cover Up, which is a nice liquid cover up. And this is Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder Foundation. It's again super easy, super quick to put on. And then just a little bit of bronzer from Rock & Republic, which is unfortunately discontinued. For my eyes, the first step I'm going to do is prime my lids. I'm using e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. So this year I tried Urban Decay Potion Primer and also Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I honestly think that this $1 e.l.f. one is just as good. So it's a great value. I'm going to continue using it. I'm going to apply primer on my eyelids and making sure it goes all the way up to the crease, a little bit out, and a little bit underneath the eye. So you want to just blend this in and let it dry. You can do your hair, get dressed, whatever, just make sure to let this dry. For my base shadow, I'm going to pick a light neutral shade, but still it has to be a little bit darker than my natural skin tone to give it a little bit of depth. So I'm going to choose this matte taupe called Like a Virgin. Just pat some color. And it's very light. I'm just going to pat this color all over my eyelids, up to my crease, and a little bit beyond out to the side. So the fun thing about having Asian eyes is that sometimes you spend all this time putting on eye makeup, but then when you open up your eyes, it all disappears, and that's because we have very small creases or no creases at all if you have monolids. So I'm going to open my eyes up really wide, take mental note of where my skin begins above my eye, and close my eyes. So this just tells me that I need to go all the way up to here and beyond if I want the color to show through when my eyes are open. And that's always a good thing. This doesn't have to be too perfect because we're going to be blending, blending, blending after we add on the other colors. Next, I'm going to choose a slightly darker, more colorful accent color. My favorite shade on this entire palette is called Ever After from the Romantic Eye Collection. And this is just like a burgundy bronze with small flecks of gold. So although it is metallic, it's not too glittery, so it just adds a nice sheen. And I also just want to show you guys another one of my favorite colors for the fall smoky eye is this NYX Single Shadow in Smoky Mountain. This is very affordable. I got mine at Ulta for just a few dollars. And it's like a charcoal green with flecks of gold. It's really pretty. So back to the Ever After. I'm going to just pat a little bit of this shade on my brush and apply it to the outer half of my eyelids. I'm going up to the crease because I wanted to show up when my eyes are open, and a little bit beyond. I'm keeping this in line with my that bottom edge of my eye to keep the shape of the almond eye. For our last shadow, I'm going to pick a dark color to smoke it out, and I like using this matte black called Smolder. Depending on the time of day or where you're wearing this look, I would go lighter or heavier on the black shadow. Right now it's about 11 a.m., so I'm going to go pretty light on this. You just want to apply this very close to your lash line, but it doesn't matter if it's not exactly on because we're going to add liquid eyeliner anyways. I'm going to bring this out all the way to the edge of my eye and then go up a little bit here in the crease to create some depth. And now it's time to take our fluffy blending brush and blend away, emphasizing the crease area. Next, I'm going to apply liquid liner. So I fell in love with the Lorac top of the line liner. It's very precise. It's very pigmented and it stays on for a long time. Unfortunately, this runs a little over $20. So my blog friend Stephanie from Beauty and Gardens told me about a dupe, and she sent me this Physicians Formula Eye Booster Liner, which is I think around $10 at drugstores, but you can also find coupons, so it can be much less. And the brush applicator is very similar, and this is not as pigmented as a Lorac, but it works just fine and it stays on for a long time, so I'm happy that she introduced me to this. To line your eyes, I'm just going to look slightly down to make sure the lid is flat, and I'm going to draw an outline. And I'm going to extend this a little bit past my eyes and finish it with a wingtip. After you apply your liquid liner, if you feel that the line's a little bit too harsh, you can go back with that matte black shadow and just soften it out a little bit. But I like my lines clear like this. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. I'm going to be using Fiber Wig mascara. It's a Japanese mascara that I learned about through Eki blog, and it's truly different from any other mascara that I've tried before. But I save it for special occasions because it takes some time to tease out the fibers and kind of like tease out the length of your lashes. This is for sale on certain Asian beauty websites, but I got it on eBay for about $15. Just want to make sure that the seller has good feedback and they sell a lot of makeup and have high turnover, because you don't want stale makeup. The last step I'm going to do is fill in my eyebrows. So my brows are awful. They're the bane of my existence. They are coarse, they're spotty, they kind of have a life of their own. So right now I just brush them a little bit. I'm going to fill them in gently using this e.l.f. eyebrow kit. This is so ghetto. It fell apart, but I taped it back together because I love it so much. And this is, I think, $2 or $3 on elfeyeslipsface.com. And I don't really use this one because it's a little bit too reddish brown for me, but I love this one. It's kind of like a pigmented gel, but it's very light. It's not going to be jarring. It's not going to look like you have a big unibrow. So I'm just going to sweep this in the direction of my hair growth and fill in just any patchiness, any spotty areas. Ta-da, we're done. So an easy smoky eye that's perfect for fall using just 3 colors. I just want to say a few things about the palette I used today. So this was like a compilation palette of several of Too Faced's popular eyeshadow collections, and I don't think it's available for sale. It was a Sephora gift from a year or two ago. However, my favorite shadows are from the Romantic Eye collection. I went and I checked out the Romantic Eye palette at Sephora. It's $36, and it obviously comes with this gorgeous Ever After shade, and it also has a light matte taupe and a matte black. So it pretty much has everything you need in all my favorite shades from this palette. I highly recommend that. So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and go to my blog if you want product links and more details, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!